Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Danielle and today we are going to discuss the ketogenic diet while intermittent fasting, results, and all the things. So if you guys are here for it, please stay tuned. Hey friends, welcome back. Happy Sunday. I know for the last couple of weeks I've been doing like live updates and we kind of been talking and stuff like that. And I love doing the live updates, but I feel like I kind of get off topic, and then people were saying that they couldn't read the comments where people were saying, so they never could really catch on what we were talking about. So I decided that this week I was going to go ahead and just do a regular old upload, and I really want to talk about intermittent fasting while on keto and how it's been going. So this now is week 2 for me doing the 16 to 8 intermittent fasting, and let me tell you, the first probably week and a half I would struggle. Some days I still struggle, and I'll like the last like maybe 2-3 hours I was hungry, like your girl was hungry, but I struggled through and I made it, and each day it's getting easier and I'm able to go a little bit longer some days, and I'm seeing great results. The scale is moving, so I was able to actually lose a 0.8 this week. So my weight as of this morning, I think the last time I checked I was like 171.6, and my weight this morning I want to say I was 170.8. So slowly but surely we're getting closer to goals. I'm losing the weight and I'm very, very happy. I don't know why my weight is, I want to say it is from intermittent fasting, just because it's proven to help you lose the fat, and it's definitely helped me not eat as much, like I'm not like, you know, snacking at night or whatever when I find myself bored, because during the day I'm very busy. I got 3 kids at home, or homeschooling or e-learning or whatever, cleaning, cooking, the dog, the house. There's always something for me to do. I work out during the day. So usually at night, usually around like 6 or 7 is when like I'll take my shower and I'll like kind of sit down and relax. And that's where like my mind wanders, and that's always been a hot spot for me, where I'm like, oh, I can probably go for a little snack while I'm watching the TV. But the fact that I'm like, all right, I'm not eating, you know, that's it. But I am making sure to go ahead and count all my macros and calories. A lot of people are confused by the macros that I'm using as of lately. So if you guys have been with me for a while, I was suggesting a certain macro range a few months back, and I still stand by those macros. If you are trying to kick yourself into ketosis and you know you're really trying to get fat adapted, I think those are really great macros to follow. I have been doing keto for quite some time, and I have been really monitoring my net carbs, so I can tell that I am fat adapted at this point. So I have gone on to a different set. And that's the thing about any weight loss journey. What you started with isn't always what you're going to keep using. You got to change things because your body's changing. So my macros as of lately, I really just pay attention to my net carbs. I always try to, I stay below 20 net carbs. And I make sure my caloric intake is anywhere from 1550 to 1650 calories. And obviously I, eat, keto approved foods. So I will make sure I get some good fats in there and stuff like that. And for the most part, it's good. Usually my fats are somewhere in the 100, 1-teens, and my proteins are somewhere not too far behind. So I feel like it's really good. I'm definitely seeing results. I feel like I could see it in my face. I definitely see a lot of results in my stomach. I feel like my midsection is definitely coming down. I could see it in my shoulders and my arms. We're definitely seeing a lot more muscle separation, and I'm leaning out. You can see that there's definitely some bulk. I mean, I know that's probably, some people are like, I don't want to be bulky, but girl, it's hard for a woman to gain some muscle. So if I'm seeing this, I'm happy for it. You definitely can see a lot more definition in my lats and my back, and there's just, that's what my goal is right now. I mean, I would love to, I don't really have a magic number on the scale anymore. It's just not there. I just really wanted to stay a thicker girl. I never wanted to be a size 0. I always wanted to, you know, be a thicker girl, but I wanted to be a leaner, thicker girl. I'm happy with my curves. I'm happy being a curvaceous woman. My ideal body shape was, you know, and everybody always goes for Marilyn Monroe, and yeah, she's gorgeous. She had a great shape. Jane Mansfield was always like, where I was like, she was shebanging. Like, I adored her. I think she was stunning. Betty Page. I really adored the hourglass figure, but the soft curves, and that's what I've always been trying to duplicate for my own body. So, and it's each body's different. I know that I will never be a long and lean person, not because I couldn't, just because I could be very thin if I really wanted to get there. It's just, I know that's not where I would be happy. I know where my happiness, I know where my comfort level is for my body. So I definitely feel like intermittent fasting is helping. I did intermittent fasting before and I did not do it right. I was so obsessed with the window that I wasn't eating enough, and it caused a lot of side effects. So I was having a lot of spotting, a lot of issues with my menstruation, my anxiety flared up. So the fact that I am focusing on my caloric intake, I'm tracking all my food, is really helping me. I know that's a trigger for a lot of people, and I've discussed this before in lives. And I know it's a trigger. I know a lot of people find that it's obsessive for them to write down their foods, and it's just, you know, it's too much for them, and I understand that. In these times, I find it that tracking my food is the lesser evil of obsession than reading every news article or what the news is saying, or every Facebook article. Like, I have to stay off of all social media in regards to that. I don't like discussing politics or any of that stuff, and I feel like that's a trigger for me. If I really let myself dive deep into what these articles are saying and what people are saying, I would scare myself shitless. And I have 3 children at home, and I cannot do that. Because if I'm afraid, they're gonna sense my fear, and we're not gonna live in fear in my house. Okay, we're gonna do the right thing. We're gonna stay in. Illinois has just did another month of extension. So we're shelter in place for another month, and we're gonna make the best out of it, and I'm gonna control what I can, and I'm gonna do what makes me happy, and I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna come out of this quarantine the best me I possibly can be. My daughters have seen me every day waking up happy. You know, we have food in our fridge, we have a roof over our head. My daughters are living a very comfortable life, and I want them to take that away from all this. When they go and they relive this and they tell their children, I want them to say, okay, well, your grandma did this, and I never knew what was going on because grandma always made sure life was good. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm doing for myself. My husband's stressed out enough. I don't need him coming home stressed out, working all day, and then to me to be a basket case. That's not going to do good for anybody. So as a mom, as a wife, I feel like I'm the glue that holds our family unit together peacefully. So that's what I'm doing. I do work out. I work out. I try to do 5 days, but that 5th day of just cardio has been really, really hard on me. I'm definitely due for some gel injections in my right knee. And my ortho is open, but he's open for emergency cases. So unless my knee was like throbbing and I couldn't walk on it, then I would have to go in. But if I could just be mindful and listen, then that's what I do. So like I said, I've been struggling on that 5th day, but I kill it for probably an hour and 20 minutes. And honestly, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I'm seeing way better results at home than I was at the gym. So I don't know if it's, and I'm just doing, you know, the bands, the resistant bands, and I'm, you know, just working out, I'm doing everything. I don't know if it's the bands that are really making a difference. Maybe because it's more resistance and it's not bulking. I don't know. But I'm definitely seeing more of a definite result. I am going to go ahead and I'm kind of going to wait and see first on when they're planning on reopening fitness centers here. I am a member of Planet Fitness, but I'm probably going to cancel my gym membership or see if they let me just like put it on hold until probably next spring, just because I know that there's going to be a flare up again. I don't know. For my own peace of mind, I'm doing really well at home. I think I'm just going to stick with some stuff at home, maybe buy a couple more things to do at home, and just to kind of stay out of the gym for a little bit longer and let everything kind of die down. So, but I definitely think it's possible. I see a lot of people thinking it's not possible. It is. And you have so much time now to focus on the things that you always said you couldn't. I can't track my food. I'm too busy at work, or, you know, and unfortunately a lot of people are working from home. So now you do have that time. Or, you know, I wish I can work out, but I come home from work and I'm so tired and this and that. There's no excuse right now. There's no excuse other than if you are an essential employee, then yes, you have the best excuse in the world, because I know you're working your ass off. But if you're like many people and you're at home working and stuff like that, you have the time. So you have to make it. You know, excuses are like assholes. Everybody has one and they all stink. So you need to make the time for yourself, because not only is it going to help you de-stress, you're going to feel really good about yourself. I know a lot of people too are coming on and off of keto and stuff like that, and people, I think that everybody's allowed a cheat day, or, you know, I don't think you should do them often, but if you have one, it's not the end of the world. You know, you just pick yourself up. It's fine. We all do it. You know, it's okay. I think there becomes an issue when you're off keto more than you're on, because unfortunately for you, keto is super petty and it's very unforgiving. So you will gain a ton of weight. Like, you have to either be all or nothing with it, just because of the high fat. So if you're doing high fat and then you're eating a lot of carbs, you're going to gain a lot of weight. You're going to gain a lot of weight, and it's going to be really discouraging, because you're going to start a couple steps back than when you even began, you know, or maybe all the way from the beginning. Okay. So if, you know, a lot of people, if you find yourself struggling, maybe, you know, unfortunately times are rough financially, and you're like, look, I just can't afford to eat these keto items anymore. And I understand that. I mean, this is a real life situation. Then, you know, you do what you got to do. You got to eat. You got to get yourself to survive. But if it's more of an emotional thing, I don't know, I just feel like it's such a slippery slope to go down, because I feel like if you go off of it and you gain that, you go off of it because you're depressed, then you're going to eat more and you're going to get more depressed. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, a lot of people are like, oh man, you're really putting out the content. Yes, I am. Because first off, it's motivating me. It's keeping me, you know, on track. It's keeping me liable for everything I'm doing. But I'm trying to show you guys, look, I'm doing it too. We're going to do this together. You're not alone. You're never alone. We're always here for each other. And, you know, we all would love to sit there and eat the ice cream and the cupcakes and stuff like that. But we know what we have to do. We're adults. Okay, we're adults, and we know what we have to do. We know we have to be healthy. We know that if, you know, a lot of people just didn't join or just didn't start keto just because they wanted to lose 5 pounds. A lot of people start this journey for health reasons, and you have to be the most healthy you can be. A lot of my friends, we discussed, you know, what's going on and how we can avoid it. And I'm going to tell you 3 things that people who are very sick from this virus have in common, okay? They are obese. So a lot of the patients are 300 pounds or over. Not just like, you know, how like you're, you know, the little petty BMI schedule. And they're like, oh, you're 5 pounds over, your BMI is this or that, and you're clinically, you're obese according to some scale. But no, they're extremely overweight, they're diabetic, and they have hypertension. So those 3 things together are dangerous right now. So you have to be the best you. If you fit all 3 of those categories, you are one of the frontline people. You have to make sure you're living your best and taking care of yourself. Because unfortunately what happens is you get this virus, it comes on as a really, really, really bad cold, and you feel like shit. So you're gonna lay in the bed because you don't feel good. And you already have this weight and all these underlying health conditions, you know, that are causing your immune system to be low. This virus turns into a really bad pneumonia, which turns into cement, and it just eats your lungs. And that's where we're seeing all these ventilator uses, okay? Another thing they say, that the best defense other than staying at home, washing your hands, the stuff we already know, is exercise. Exercise your lungs. The stronger your lungs are, the stronger they will be to fight off any type of respiratory borne virus, okay? So this isn't, I'm not just saying like keto's gonna save your life. I'm saying anything is better than nothing. So if you're just low carb, keto, Weight Watchers, whatever, you just be aware of what you're eating. You know what I mean? Get up, move, you know, like I said, there's so many different things to do, you know, and I'm not going to give you guys a speech because you guys know, you watch YouTube, you know, there's tons of exercises. I prefer the Body Project. The low impact HIIT workouts are phenomenal. They just came out with a newer one that they recorded, like I think it was like 2 days ago, and it is so good. So very good. It's like, it's way better than I think the first one. It's really great. You can do the dance workouts, you can do whatever, just get up and get moving, but you need some cardio for your heart and your lungs. Cardiopulmonary, you need to work your heart and your lungs. So I just wanted to kind of pass that on because I was talking to my girlfriend about it, and I was like, you know what, I really need to tell them that, because people were like, I don't know what I can do. This is what you can do. So further on, how are we doing? What is our plans? I'm going to still kick this intermittent fasting right in the butt. So I don't know as well. I try to do it 7 days a week, the intermittent fasting. I know people do alternative days. They like alternate between days of fasting, or they do like I don't know how that goes for them. I know my friend Nicole does 20 to 4, so she fasts for 20 and then eats for 4. I know my friend Jessica does, she doesn't eat for 1 whole day. Whatever works for you. I could probably do the 20 to 4 like Nicole does, but I don't want to really put myself into that, because like if I can go 20 hours, then I'll go 20 hours, but minimum is 16. If I can go more, then great. As far as the whole day not eating, I couldn't do that, just because, not because I just mentally know myself. I have a bad issue with food. I didn't get big just by, you know, having a light appetite. It was a very obsessive thing for me. And if I know that I can't eat, all I'm going to think about is eating. And I'm going to get hungry, and I'm going to get angry, and I'm going to get fussy. And it's just not a good time for me to have all those emotions while stuck with 3 kids in the house and a husband and a dog. You know what I mean? So I'm sticking to this because it's what works for me right now. And, you know, I'm seeing, like I said, really great results. I'm going to stand up just so you guys can see. Like, I put these jeans on today, and these are a 12. I just actually picked these up from American Eagle, and look at how big they are in the waist. Like, my waist is really shrinking down here. I'm gonna pull my shirt up so you guys can see, but like, I definitely can see a lot more definition even in, and I've eaten today already, so I'm definitely seeing a lot more definition in them, so I'm really happy with that. And then I'm gonna put my chair back, sorry. But even with my legs, I feel like my legs are definitely looking smaller, looking a little bit leaner. So I appreciate all of that, okay? Because that's a lot of work. And the booties always should pop in, so we know this. Yeah, so this week I actually have a collab coming up on Monday. So you're going to have a full day of eating on Monday, and then a full day of eating on Friday. And possibly, I don't know if you guys are getting tired of the full days of eating, but they just are what I'm doing right now. If I was out like doing fun stuff, I would share the fun stuff with you guys, but we're just home, we're eating, and we're working out. So, and we're homeschooling, and you know, as soon as the weather gets better here, we'll probably be outside more, and we'll share more of those little projects. But I just like to share what I'm kind of coming up with, so you know, you guys can maybe replicate it for your family. That's pretty much all I got right now. But I just wanted to just kind of share my whole thing with you guys. Somebody had mentioned that I shouldn't have lemons during fasting. I wanted to kind of get your thoughts. I'm just putting them in like with my tea, or I'm having like a hot glass of water with a lemon in it just for digestion in the morning. So I want to kind of hear your thoughts on that. And how often, I know a lot of people said that they fast 7 days a week. So on Saturdays, me and Leo, like, this is our date night, and it's like a date night inside, and we like, we'll have a couple cocktails and stuff like that. So it turns out that not every Saturday, but on the Saturdays that we do that, I don't fast, because not because I'm eating, but because I am having some cocktails and stuff like that. So usually, like, I'll have either like a rum and a Coke Zero. So that Coke Zero would definitely kick my will stimulate a response, so that will kick me out of fasting. Or I will have a vodka with some ice and some Mio in it. That's really been like one of my favorites too. So I don't know so much with the vodka, but I try it when I'm fasting. I don't have anything other than water. That's it. and tea, like black tea, and that's it with some lemon in it. That's all I'll have. So I don't have coffee or anything like and I'm not doing bulletproof coffee either right now. So it's kind of like, you know, I'm really, like, I know people say under 50 calories won't break your fast, but I'm just really trying to be stricter about it. And I don't know, it gives me something to do, something that I feel like I'm being productive at. But I would love to know what you guys are doing. What are your thoughts and all the things? And I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Sunday. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this, and we're gonna come out of this. Summer, hot girl, hot boy, summer 2.0 is coming, and I'm excited. Even if I just gotta lay myself in my backyard where my kids play on a slip and slide, I'm okay with that, because I am going to just be happy with the progress I made, because I didn't give up. I didn't give up on myself, and I'm not giving up on you. So I hope you guys don't give up on me, and you don't give up on you, because I believe in you guys. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope you guys have a great day, have a great Sunday. Stay tuned for this week's videos. They're gonna be some really great ones. I got some really great things cooking up, so I know you guys are gonna love them. But all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take it easy, friends.
It's so